So I think the last time we spoke, I was 59, and now I'm 60, and that much more enlightened. Uh, 60 degrees out today in December. We're at the end of December. I'm constantly adjusting my mirrors. Had a very busy holidays. My oldest son came in. We had Christmas early because my oldest daughter flew to Boston with her boyfriend and his family, and did a lot of squeezing stuff and moving schedules around and worked on Christmas night. Oh, it's a CTS sedan. Oh, are they the same as the ATS? It looks like the Batmobile. There's a CTS station wagon in front of us. It's Cadillac Day. Yes, it is. Yeah, I went for a run this morning and I had to work on the car, and there's just like a really busy day, and it's one day off, and I was thinking I really need to go over and see Father Bobber. I got some stuff for him, and I got some stuff for AJ, who motorcycle was going to be in the what do you call that show every year? The Garage Brood at Rheingeist. And he's busy trying to pick up some parts to make it look better when it's going to be in a motorcycle show. It's the largest indoor show in this area. I think it might even be the largest motorcycle only show in this area. It's really cool. I went to it last February. I think I got to work during the weekend that it's happening, so it might be a little tough to try to get over there, see it. Oh, come on, people. This is the one thing about, is this becoming an urban channel where they were always in the city? What's going on here? Oh, it's the Bengals game. I get it. Yeah, I know where everybody's at watching Bengals games at. Oh, come on, people. And, oh, there's the Roebling Bridge over there, built by the Roeblings. I think we always bring that up, don't I? And there's the Cincinnati Reds Stadium. And it's got the Mr. Reds with the mustache. I think I might need that tattoo on my leg. I used to watch baseball a lot. You know, every kid that ever played a little league watched baseball. And then the strike happened, and I'm thinking, yes, you know, I know, I get it. Equal pay. Oh, look at that Scout. Holy crap, that is cool. That is nice. Scout Rally. Damn it. I was talking with a friend that hadn't seen in a while, and he wanted to tell me he was thinking about getting a Lowrider ST also. And he's got an old shovel head and a 4-speed frame. And, which, you know, it's a fine motorcycle. And he's like, well, but, you know, he's like, you know, every time I go to ride it, I have to work on it. Because, you know, he said, you get busy in life, and he's got lots of projects. He's got a farm he's trying to keep going, and he said every time I get, you know, it'll sit for a while, and then I have to pull the bowl off the carburetor, and, you know, or the battery's dead or something. He goes, you know, just don't have time to make it I need to just go for a ride, clear my head motorcycle. And he said, I think I'm gonna get, he's never owned a new motorcycle, and he's like, I think I'm gonna get a Lowrider ST. I really like it. I'm like, okay, this is fair. And he said, I just felt like I had to tell somebody, or tell the universe, get out there in the universe, you know. And I was like, okay. And I said, you want to ride mine? Is that what you said? No, I don't want to ride yours. I said, I just wanted to, you know, run it through, you know, he said, say it out loud so I can deal with it in my own head. Because he's a guy that rides classic motorcycles his whole life, and he's got classic cars and old trucks, and I get it, you know. You consider yourself a a vintage guy, that you ride vintage stuff. So it's, to adjust to, find something new that you just hop on and push a button and go. And I said, you made those decisions about who you were and what you ride and your vision when you was a young man. And that vision changes. You're allowed to change, and you're allowed to change the vision of who you think you are. It's not cut in stone that you make a decision when you're 19-year-old and you have to abide by it no matter what, because life changes. You don't have to abide by everybody else's perception of you. You can just because that's who they believe you are based on your decisions you made as a kid or your actions, your behaviors, you're allowed to 100% change that. I mean, it's a story of, lots of people do it. You crack open that subconscious and break it like an egg and say, hey, we're done with these habits. We got some new habits we got, and this is who we are. And if that, try to spend your life justifying the decision you made when you was 19-year-old because it was the cool thing at the time, you don't have to live by that. You can absolutely break that mold. I think this goes down to Columbia Parkway. These bars are a little bit narrower than the bars that were on the bagger. So it's still getting used to it. And when I go to make a turn, I'm had lots of leverage on the bagger. That's a cool porch. I'm not so sure about people who put their porches on highways where they watch the traffic. That's an odd one for me. I like to sit on my front porch at the inherently dangerous motovlog street, but it's it's my neighbors walking the dogs and the kids playing on their bicycles. Though that one little kid with the little fuzzy-headed kid that drops the F-bomb, I had guests over last night and they were over there, F that and F this, and I'm thinking, hey kid, there's people here, trying to live their lives. Oh, is this gonna make me go right? I wonder if I can illegally go left. Yeah, you can go left. It does say you can go left. Yeah, I'm going left. I am going to go by Grandma and Grandpa's house when I was a kid. I've been meaning to do that. We're on Columbia Parkway. My grandfather was a union president at Ford in Sharonville when I was a little kid. And he lived on the east side of Cincinnati. Apparently, allegedly, according to Ancestry.com, that they lived on Madison Avenue. And I looked up the address, and it looked like I found a picture of the house on Zillow. Thanks, modern technology. It's a little small house, and it's funny because there was lots of kids in my grandparents' household, and they lived there in '66, so I would have been 2 years old, and I never remember this house on Madison Avenue that visited, and I spent a lot of time with my grandparents as a kid. I remember a house on Big Mo Drive on the east side of Cincinnati, which is where we're heading, but the house on Madison Avenue is in a really, really bad neighborhood now, and I'm just not going there. It's like one of them things, avoid trouble. Yeah, that's one of them. It's an area in our Cincinnati called Avondale. Now they call it by the neighborhoods when they talk about the shootings in the city. Yeah, it's always Avondale. I am wearing my Dixon gloves I got myself for Christmas. Get the fuck off the phone. Yeah, I liked them. And they were good summer gloves, and I've been using them for running because they're so bright. That's actually why I bought them, and there's no padding or nothing in them. So I've been using them for running just to have some kind of warmth when it's cold. But I decided to ride them on the motovlog today. And I'm wearing my Beyond Riders armored flannel. And we're going through Columbia. And this is where the bumps are that I gotta watch out for. Yeah, we're gonna avoid the humps, the Humpty Humps. Yeah, everybody's out running shorts. And I'm wearing my Gore-Tex Chuck Taylors. That is a pony keg. And in Ohio, they have pony kegs. It's something that you're not going to learn on Hooter Wheels. I'm going to pick on Jess right now. No, in Ohio, they have pony kegs. It's a drive-through bar, or drive-up-to bar. And when I lived on Bramble Avenue in Cincinnati as a little bitty kid, it's one of the earliest memories, is I would slide through the back fence, and there was a drive-up bar. It was like a loading dock type deal, and the guy would bring beer out to people in the cars. And they also sold ice cream cones, or the icy ball cones. And he was an old grouchy guy with a bad leg, and but we were me and my neighbor kids were all little, and we would go there and he would give them to us. Like, he was super nice old guy we would sit there on the dock, and he would always be careful, don't let cars hit you. But I always thought the term pony keg was to this day, it's like a term of endearment to me, because that old guy was such a cool old guy. So this is 50 West Brewing. It's on the east side of town, right below Mariemont. They've got ice skating. That's really cute. But this building up here on the right, which I guess is part of their thing, this root beer stand, 50 West Root Beer here. My Uncle Jim used to own this. This was a bar. And I've been meaning to stop in here. Huh. Sells root beer. Interesting. I was a little kid, and it looks like they built onto it a lot. Interesting. Well, girl, whatever you're doing here. Feet and Fleet. Oh, I came for a run down here before. That's where I bought my last pair of shoes. It's killing my feet if anybody's following me on Instagram. Anyway, my Uncle Jim bought that after my Aunt Pat, his wife, died in a car accident. Corvair. And of course, the way family mythology goes, they said that this is where they said it. They said GM bought the Corvair back from him to study it. And I'm like, no, they didn't. They paid him off, and he bought that bar with the money. Which I think that he also, this is part of the Milford Loveland Bike Trail. Come down here and go running. Anyway, that was just something nostalgic I remember as a little kid. There's a lot more to that Corvair death story, but I don't want to get into that. It's like some family history that the whole family disagrees on. And the last thing I need is my family going, you put that out there on the internet about the family? So, anyway, I was always told that Corvairs were evil. It was evil. Of course, you know, you tell a little kid that and he studies the thing like this. Like when I was down, I still think about like buying one, putting a Subaru flat 4 in it, a modern, you know, FE flat 4. But got a little nostalgic. We'll run up here and grab a picture. And that's one of the things about nostalgia, you know. People feel like that as the subconscious plants these, slow down, the subconscious plants these ideals in your head about who you think you are, you know, in these young ages. It imprints these things, and people don't change, or they create bad habits and they don't change. And they can't just feel like, oh, I'm going to be nostalgic about that, but that's not who I am. They have to make their whatever, you know. A lot of times it's bad stuff, you know. It creates bad habits and bad behaviors, and they feel like that's all part of the imprint when it's not. They can just have a memory about it, discuss it. Don't have to be who they are. They can be dope as fuck and not be an asshole as fuck. Oh, sorry about my language, but you know, sometimes you got to put it out there. This is a cool little whippy dip ice cream place in the summertime. We might have to make a trip out here. It's really nice, really fun. This is God, I can't never remember this town. Newtown. I used to drive through here all the time when I lived over here. If y'all remember, anybody following me from the old days. We are at High on the Hill over on the east side of town. It is a old school head shop, and it's been there as long as I remember. I mean, since I was a little kid. And that's the big old green double-decker bus. There used to be two of them here, and that's the only one left that's really rough shape. But it's really cool. It's, you know, there's the driver, there's the pedals and stuff, and there's the thing. And you go upstairs on the back. It's really cool. It's sitting there right away. I love the old lacquer paint that's cracking. It's really cool though. Some of the glass is still in it. Really pissed me off that people break glass in it. Excuse me. Yeah, I used to date a girl named Winky that worked upstairs up there. That was back a long time ago, back in the 90s. Early 90s. Let's run over to Big Mo Drive. It looks like it's getting ready to rain. And there's Big Mo Drive. And whew, looks much different than when I was a little kid. Grandma and Grandpa lived in that house right there. And there used to be a sewage, like a drain catcher, concrete thing there at the bottom. I used to play with my trucks at right there. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, Grandpa was a union president in Sharonville. Crazy how much different it looks. The yard looked so big when I was a little kid. And on the weekends, or his days off, of course, you know, it's really funny because I don't know if it was the weekends because, you know, they worked shift work. I remember he worked at night. He's actually mentioned in a book that was about the problems with the metal that they used to make gas tanks and oil pans for Fords in the early 70s. Anyway, he would have guests over, and yet he would have his co-workers over from the Ford plant, and a lot of his co-workers were African American, and they rode really fancy Harley, really fancy, shiny, always clean Harleys, and that was a huge juxtaposition compared to my uncle's dirtbag choppers, and I used to love that they would show up, and I was a little bitty kid and go out and look at their bikes. It looks like it's going to rain. I checked the weather report, it's going to come, and it showed nothing. But it sure feel like the temperature drop a little bit, and the sky looks like hell. And so I'm going to hop on the interstate and bus back over to the headquarters and start editing, and I don't know, maybe get a pizza or something. On that note, tomorrow, Sunday, today's Saturday. Should I post this on Sunday? Yeah, well, anyway. If you ain't doing nothing, I'm going to paint the basement tomorrow. And clean the basement tomorrow. I got a shitload of motorcycle parts that I need to do something about. Get rid of or something. On that note, hope you guys had a great holiday. And next week's the new year. And stay in the gym. Picture yourself as a gym person, not as a person going to the gym. A dope as fuck gym guy. Or woman, or whatever, blah 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 blah. Peace out.